Shalom. And I start by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Citation to for lit, just pushing the truth. Heartful comes our true charity. On this one, it's the brother one Abad, for the Birmingham Camp out about GMS. And we'll get this sentence going to just how these other nations, the so-called white man and Esau, Edomites, red people, and the other nations as well, going to captivity under the Israelites, because all the other nations, from the Chinese, the Japanese, the Iranians, and I say Esau, Edomites, so-called white people. The Israelites had been under. Israelites had been slacking. The Israelites had been slaves under the other nations, for years, years and years. I could say, I don't say thousands or centuries, what you want to say. But the Israelites, so-called Negro Latino nations, have been under captivity of these other nations. It was at one point was in rule, with King Solomon. King David, King Solomon, reigned, I think it was like for 40 years, a little bit more, but there was just like, short reign, but in all Israel, the Israelites, so-called Negro Latino, have been in captivity amongst these other nations, and so now it's the time for so-called Negro Latino Israelites to take over and be in rulership. Once the Lord Yahushua, who your people in call Jesus Christ, his name in Hebrew is Yahushua. When he returns to take down the so-called white man Edomites, take them out of power, and subdue all the other nations, and the elect of Israel, the elect of Israel, or the Israelites, so-called Negro Latino natives, the 144,000. The government body the Lord's going to deliver the elect, and that once the smoke clears, the Lord's going to have his men come back, to come back down the ships to take over, the world, man, and reign forever, and put, Esau, Edom, so-called white people, Edomites, red people into power, not into power, it's like, into slavery, into captivity, and all the other nations. So I'm getting to it. It's Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord Yahweh Shah will have mercy on Jacob, and we yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Yeah, the strangers, and I say, gonna be joined to the house of Jacob. Israel, the Israelites, are the other nations. There's gonna be slaves, in captivity, man, under the Israelites. So next verse. Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the land of the Lord, and the land of the Lord Yahweh shall for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So yeah, we're gonna take them captives who captives we were, the so-called Negro Latino natives, who captives on the so-called white men, Edomites, so-called white people, and it was captives on these other nations. Now we're gonna, it's just time for, Israelites to till I say till the Lord Yahushua returns. It's that time, going forward, well, Israelites, Negro Latino nations gonna take, those other nations into captivity, and the so-called white man Esau Edom into captivity. And they gonna serve hardcore bondage, hardcore slavery, man. Double what they did to us, to the Negro Latino natives, man. It's gonna be real heavy punishment, on these other nations, and mostly on the Esau, Edomite, so-called white people, man. That's in rulership right now. So from there, let's see, now I want to go to the next one. Yeah, no, I ain't want to go to this. So I'm gonna go to I want to go to the yeah, I was about the wrong thing. It's on Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. It means, if you got the ears, not just ears, but spiritual ears. Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So yeah, you so-called white people, you other nations, y'all led the Negro, Latino natives into captivity. Y'all killed with the sword. The so-called white man killed with the sword. He gonna be killed with the sword, which gonna be the nuclear missiles. They're gonna come raining down, in America and different parts of the earth. When Lord Yahushua returns, man. To take the so-called white man out of power, Esau Edom. And that's the patience and the faith of the saints, because like I said, me myself, my Lord willing, I'll be part of the number, and from the apostles, elders, and the brethren, great millstone, and other brothers, men that's teaching the truth of the Lord, correctly, you know, that we believe, and have patience that the Lord is gonna take this damn devil out soon, man. All the prophecies that that the men of the Lord, been prophesying for years about, the downfall of this place of America, about the downfall of the so-called white man, it's gonna come to pass, man. Like I said, we in the beginning stages of the times of trouble, man, going forward, so we head into those times of trouble. Times of Jacob's trouble, is ahead, and the time of war, is ahead, and it's gonna get real serious, And I said, Lord willing, I hope I continue to push and do and fight, and so as well for the apostles, elders, and the brethren as well, continue, in the faith and push and not faint, just and hope to be worthy and worthy of Yahushua to be delivered, from the judgment that He's gonna bring upon America and upon these wicked people, in America, to so-called white man Esau Edom, 2/3 of Israelites, or the Negro Latino natives. I say hopefully I don't be the part of that number. Hopefully I be part of righteous, be delivered. That's the faith, and patience that me myself and my brothers should keep in mind, like keep fighting to be a part of that, because we don't want to be a part of the destruction, the fire that the Lord is gonna bring to this place of America, So I just want to go into that. So I don't want to make it too long. So with that, again, like God prayers to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the Sisakim brothers, to the Sisakim brothers, to the few Akwa sisters, do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua, keep fighting with that. Say shalom.